Uranus into each other.
Urani.
Effectively, Urani.
Okay. I mean, at least for Onic, I'd want a bit more range, I guess.
Okay, Benny
But-
Cutie gets a Lunox on him.
Or
Or is it a Cho? It's a Cho!
It's a Cho because the
Wait.
Alice will be. Yeah, you have a mid lane. But
Yeah,
Okay.
were they thinking Kellera might get this? Because
When was the last time we saw a gold lane Cho?
a very long time ago.
I don't think this is a gold lane, rather a mid lane Cho though.
But yeah, this actually gives us the launchpad to pick up the plane, right?
Yeah, we
There's
don't-
I like the plane here actually for Kellera.
Into the Cho.
Yeah, because you just pick up the Purify and then you're okay.
we don't even get to see
True.
Cho in the roam anymore.
Laning even, you're fine. Like if he randomly combos you,
What?
this is good. You know what?
Oh, wow.
You pick the Ruby to counter the Cho, whatever lane it shows up in. Roam to roam, you do this.
Yeah.
Gold to gold.
You're right.
Kellera picks up the Ruby.
And it is looking like a Cho gold lane that Benny Cutie
Seems
is
like
going to
it's
pick
a
up.
show.
I don't know, but
So-
somehow, yeah. So far, Benny Cutie has been performing with these surprise gold lane picks.
Yeah.
But
Benny has always been a player that you can say that can play the fighter gold lanes. So I kind of fairly remember Benny Cutie picking that up. Might even be the game where Hatred was playing for Execution,
That's a
With the
long
Lancelot,
ways back. Yeah.
where you played like 0-6 and stuff. But here's the thing, for the fighter gold lane in this scenario, or the Cho, if you overload with damage and you have the Lunox as well, you might have enough against the Uranus and the Hilda. But when you're looking at the overall scaling
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
actually the actual way to end the game, like pushing bases.
Yep.
I'm quite scared for TNC. They win in team, they have great team fighting.
yeah.
But when it comes to like actually ending the game, that's where they can struggle.
Yep, we gotta end things fast, and we'll see
at
if they
that.
can do that here in game number one. Busco and Kirk already
Oh my god.
making things so hard for 3mar.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's fine.
He's fine.
Zyda's got his purple.
Yeah.
But yeah, the map has been turned upside down. Onic just everywhere.
I mean, Brusco was just up top a few moments ago. But this is interesting. Like, there's only one Purify holder in Onyx lineup. It seems like they don't feel the least bit scared of like the multiple crowd controls that can come in from TNC. Oh wait, Zyda.
Oh, very low. Uses that final shadow. Getting out of there. Brusco, such a menace.
Kirk is in the opposite side of the XP lane. This is not your lane, Kirk.
What?
This isn't even expanding rivers. He literally just walked his way here, or well, levitated his way here.
Oh my
He
goodness.
broken walled his way to the other side of the map. I don't know if this is helping on it, because like both the Uranus and the Hilda have been moving from side to side of the map, and it doesn't feel like it's something difficult for them at all.
Oh,
Wow, King Kong landing a nice set of shots there. But because of the movements that we've seen from the Uranus, the priority on the boots, obviously you are quite speedy when traversing across the map with these emblems that coming out from Kirk. You're also tanky, so you're not that pressured. So I'm just wondering what is the MO here for Onic? Are they expanding their own side of the map?
and is it effective? Is it paying off? Because it's not like TNC's farm is that drastically affected. They're just
It's
down
not.
to 100.
Oh,
It's really not.
Yep. 3mar, it doesn't seem to be having the best time
Whoa.
of his life. Oh, hold
A
on.
little bit of scramble here. Brusco gets taken down by Zyda. Kirk still holding his ground. In comes Benny Cutie, gets the kick.
Oh my
That's a
God.
broken down Uranus. 2 free kills for TNC.
What did you say about team fight, Wolf?
They have to play fast. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. They have already grouped up as 5. The fighter gold lane works. And they have the superior 5v5 versus Onic. And the fact that they have collected themselves together, gathered themselves together, not minding the lanes that much, they have collected enough of the advantage. And Onic, whatever they were trying to do in the early game, it did not work.
Oh, tech charge out of there. It would have been okay if maybe Onic had a better box.
Yeah.
Because TNC, they have weird, easily accessible skills. but they can't hold a box. Only if Onic had a better box, it's just they don't.
Yeah.
Even just now, you see that first blood and that the first blood rate. Oh, hold on.
In comes Zyda. Brusco in trouble once again. Gets inside the pixel brush, but it's too late. TNC get another.
Because even if they wanted to go for Lancy earlier, he just has the brilliance.
Yeah, definitely. The problem with this Hilda in the roam roll is that you really don't have any way to survive. Lunos, okay?
That is a tech charge right through his own rampart. A little oopski for
He
Chakno there.
turned the needle exactly where he needed to be, but
exactly where he shouldn't
he
have.
shouldn't have. He's showing us how it's done with a tech charge.
How it shouldn't be.
How it shouldn't be.
It's okay. It's okay.
He missed it by a pixel.
Exactly.
And he survived.
And he survived. That's what matters.
But did you die?
But did you die? That is the question. And the other question here for Onic is how do they make this mid-range kind of lineup work? Well, the answer is maybe farm on Kingdom because all of the ruckus that's happening, at least Kingdom is farming so well.
Ooh.
Brusco.
Okay.
That rampart up. Close call.
Yeah, this Hilda roam is not working for Onic.
I think this is one of the worries I had when I was looking at Onyx lineup too. It's that they had to be too close range, and TNC feel like they're very much okay with that. You save them from having to make their way through finding their targets. And now it seems like TNC again in full control of this next turtle.
That's right. It's just 1,000 gold between them.
Yeah.
But TNC are holding this pit like it's a 4K, 5K gold lead. Benny Cutie forces a response from King Kong. Mount Chakra already used up. Throne of Ruin, knocking him up. Plus a rampart. Brusco falls. King Kong 2. Kirk takes down Benny. It's a 2-for-1 trade, but TNC still takes the turtle.
Yep, now the tech charge landed.
Yeah, definitely Onic Philippines are going to be so mad with that exchange because of the fact that Kinko was taken out, and big credits to 3mar not even having to pop the flicker. It's still landing the nice Throne of Ruin.
Oh, how about fended by Kiara? Putting a good amount of damage on 3mar. Mr. Serafico, the MDL Indonesia vet, still in it. He doesn't fall. He's in good hands. He's fine.
A true swordsman at that.
Things are happening so fast. TNC are rotating so fast, honestly.
Yeah.
Even though we saw Kirk on the other side of the map, it's not like they're able to make much out of it. TNC are now leading by 2,000 gold. And it seems like such a struggle for Onic that they're being a bit too reactive.
And can I just say that this is TNC. TNC's win condition, main win condition, was to win the team fights, and then next is to actually win the early game. And I gotta say, Onic Philippines cannot afford an early game loss. And the fact that this mid-range kind of lineup from them did not work in the early game, King Kong has been shut down after having a good, decent early game. Kelra is not scaling. Kirk is also not scaling as much, although he got a kill. And most importantly, Brusco is not contributing to the team fights at all. This is a big disaster for Onic. I'm finding it difficult to look for a way for them to get out of this game.
I'll tell you now, they gotta bend over backwards to recover here in the mid game. Kirk does buy enough time running the long way around, taking the scenic route all the way down to bottom lane, where Onic are able to translate into a turret.
Yeah, I guess Onic too might have to take advantage of areas where TNC aren't prepared, and in situations where they could really capitalize on the numbers, because similar to what happened down bottom, it's not like Benny Cutie could really commit to defending that turret. And those are the things, the small things that they can at least do for now.
TNC getting a little careless. You see that passive push up top?
Yep.
Well, that is okay, yeah. Because they want a team fight. I think that's TNC's MO. Because they do excel in team fights. They want to group up together.
Yeah.
They don't want to be... They always want to be within arm's reach of each other.
Oh, Turtle now at half health. This is the final one. In comes a stolen wild. Tonic charge. Chaknu drop the zone. A turtle for TNC. Brusco taken out. Rampart by Chaknu. Keeping Onic where they want him to be. Kirk got 3mar on him. Got shadows up. Zyda not biting down on the bait. TNC happy with the conversion. A turtle and a turret.
A decent attempt coming out from Brusco. You can even say that's a noble attempt from him. Almost took out Zyda.
Yep.
But just because of the gold lead that TNC has, Zyda survived that onslaught coming out from Brusco. Like, if you think about it, it's a high IQ play to start the turtle fight by putting down the Hayabusa from TNC. However, because of the fact that Onic does not have enough farm, they have lost that team fight.
Yep. By the way, Benny Cutie finds the way of the Dragon and you. The last time he played Cho in the gold lane was in Season 8 to confirm all of our theories.
See, I told you it was a long time since we've seen a gold lane Cho.
2021. And
4 years!
In what year are we right now?
4 years!
2021 was just 21 years old back then.
Oh!
I just turned 22 then. My birthday's in November.
That's right.
I turned 18.
Okay.
Did I? But I don't know.
You sure did.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Going back, I think that was a really commendable play done there by Brusco. But the thing is, it seems like now we see him alone more often than not. And Trimar and Chaknu feel like it's so hard to deal with them at this point.
Yeah. TNT are gonna death ball right now because they can't afford to.
Oh, in comes a shadow kill, spreading the damage around Prince and King Kong. Prince put at about arm's length of death.
That's right. And speaking of Prince,
they got plans for Kirk. Is this wise? Oh, there's a Rampart. Kirk dashing on out. The passive, the enhanced attack used by Chaknu. In comes King Kong. There's nothing they can do to this Uranus.
He still has Purify.
Yeah, to be fair, that's a Uranus. But yeah, speaking of Prince, only has the glowing one right now. Standing at 4,000 gold. Comparison to Lancy with 2 items already, including the Lantern, which eventually will be a problem for Kirk.
Benny Cutie got 3 on him. Already used the Mount, the Way of the Dragon, answered by Mount Shocker stun. Kirk here delaying the turtle, or rather the Lord take from TNC. In the coming stolen tech charge. No one home. Super Prince misses the mark. Giving over a kill and the Lord. TNC take everything. They trade up for Lancy. And they're still going! 3 more falls! TNC wants to get on out of here!
You could hear the Sonics. They're starting. They're cheering after they took out 3 members from the Phoenix Army.
A cross-map play coming out from Onic that looked like it will not work. But at the same time, TNC, if they are separated from each other, they can be picked apart. Exactly what happened versus Benny Cutie. But then again, with Super Prince attempting to go for the stolen tech charge plus filter play, it's almost a coast-to-coast play and almost actually hitting the wall, which could have been good versus Zaida, but ended up giving the Lord to Zaida. Still on it, gets 2 kills and will equalize the Lord. For now, they are going to be having some sort of breathing space, but Zaida does not want that to happen.
Yeah, and before everything happened, Kirk bought so much time too. He even forced the Chaos Assault from Lancy, so I feel like they could have used that to burst the objective much faster, but just because he was there, the other members of Onic were eventually able to catch up. So I think they aren't able to really maximize this objective that they're able to secure, although you can't take away the fact that majority of their outer turrets are most likely gonna fall.
You know what? Even with that Lord being taken care of quickly by Onic, with all the fumbles prior, I think this is just what we can expect from TNC, their pace anyways. Wolf, you already mentioned how they can't take turrets the old-fashioned way.
That's right.
They don't have an actual marksman.
They don't have an actual...
No matter what happens, they can only really convert from a death ball. So
That's right.
I think this is still up to TNC's timing.
That is definitely correct. Because if you're TNC, the clear way for you to end the game is if you wipe out Onic Philippines. And in order for you to wipe out Onic Philippines, you gotta be together. You have to put all of your pieces together and death ball against Onic. And for TNC, the only reason for them to be split apart is when the map is not in their favor. So for Onic, the outright way for them to win, or at least equalize in this game, to prolong it enough for them to have enough of a farm against TNC, is for them to split the map. So far, Kirk has been doing that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what TNC were doing earlier too. By the way, we look at the Infinix hand cam. This is Zaida, a level 15 Hayabusa, still a level ahead from King Kong. Experience victory for every Madlang gamer. And that is exactly when they were winning majority of the early game. When they were just grouping up together, letting go of some of their turrets every now and then. Their tier 1s, clearly they lost them early on. But when they had to deal with it, maybe that's where Onic tries to make a move, because they know that there's someone who needs to manage the waves, and if it's gonna be Benny Cutie, then he could be the ideal target.
And Benny Cutie is the best target. In theory, I actually like this gold lane Cho now. When was the last time you saw a gold laner be an assassin, an effective hunter of soft targets? Benny can do that. Benny scared King Kong away from his own purple.
And speaking of Assassin, Benekite went for Assassin emblem.
Whoa.
If you recall from the emblems that we've seen earlier, with Master Assassin, Thrill, and interestingly Concussive Blast, but you understand why, because he wants to clear the waves much faster. And then he went for Endless Battle and War Axe. So that means that, yeah, there is a one-shot potential if it will be King Kong and Super Fritz as the targets.
You cannot show yourself if you're King Kong. Earlier, he even used it in an opposite direction, but it was still enough because everyone, or even Chaknu, could provide the follow-up tech charge and Rampart. But this is exactly why King Kong still decides to hide. They have very minimal information, but look at where Brusco and Keller are hiding too.
They're taking that long bush down bottom, the corner of the map. The Dons, Kirk taking it from the other side. 3mar decides to oblige him, throwing out that little shadow gleam into the Y-brush. Chaknu finally checks it himself, spots Kelra, Brusco with the conceal, Super Prince as well. There's a Rampart looking for a big ticket tech charge. Zaida gets caught out! Super Prince kills him, no retribution for TNC! The Lord gets taken out by Lancy! Oh my god, this went sideways for Onic. Down goes King Kong with a trade 2 for 3. The Super Fam don't want none of this.
Could have been the perfect pickoff already, but then they lost 3 members.
And that's because the members of TNC have stuck to their goal.
Kirk's fine.
Okay.
There it is, Lancy pressing that panic button, holding on to his Purify. Brilliance on out, stealing away King Kong's purple still. TNC on top.
What would have been Super Prince's top highlight of this season? Stealing the tech charge, going for the flicker play, finding Zaida one shot against the jungler, only spoiled because of the zone coming out from TNC. They pressured King Kong so much, put him low. 3mar was actually on the job. And then Lancy, just at the right place at the right time with that ultimate, with that Lunox bomb, taking down the members of Onic as well as the Lord.
Call it a Lancy DD. TNC have stick the waves beautifully, immaculately. They catch Kirk, but he's just too damn chunky. 3mar having his way. Shadow kill by Zaida. 3mar falls, and that's enough to kick out TNC from the push. Onic still in this.
Yep, they had to respect the damage that was coming in from King Kong, but King Kong, he's starting to feel Lancy too. This is a 4-1-4 Lunox, and whenever you have that Dark Ultimate ready for you, no squishy target from Onic should be up front.
One thing that we have seen from Onyx lineup is that even when they have struggled the entirety of the game, in 15 minutes, they have the damage. And they also have that tankiness as Kirk survives that once again. But let's take a look at the replay. What a play coming out from Super Prince. And then 3mar just hugging the back lines.
Yep.
As soon as he saw King Kong, he's just zoning him in, out. And again, Lassie, at the right moment and right time, you cannot blame King Kong fully because of that play, because it was out there a lot of the rest.
You know what, in hindsight, it didn't look like Lancy premeditated or preempted the take. He just like, you know what, I'll just throw out some skills.
Yeah.
This is my only chance to do that. And apparently, in darkness mode, that was enough.
Yep, they all had to spam.
When I was back in TNC, that is actually one thing that we have studied, and we thought that to ourselves, like, when there's a Lord fight, even when it's, if it's a very important Lord fight, your first job is to go turn on your target hero. But if you cannot do that, the next thing you should do is try your best as if you're the jungler so that you'll steal away the Lord.
Just blast
Everybody will attempt that. The gold laner, for example, Irithel plays. If you're a mid laner, you blast a hero that's nearby the Lord, so at least you have some influence. But the thing is, all of you should focus on trying or attempting to steal the objective, even when you have a retribution. That way, no matter what happens, you have a bit more chances.
Okay. Those are things you have to take note of, especially in these very crucial objective takes. Also, probably of how 3mar is going to position himself first, because I feel like Chaknu is more of waiting on 3mar rather than Chaknu being the first to set things up in this match. It's always that 3mar has to scout and inform him of where is the ideal timing to use the tech charge, and that's when he goes in. That's why King Kong found it so difficult to actually find an entry in that objective earlier. And they're holding the exact same position in which the team fight earlier broke out.
You know what? Onic should learn from this. They have all of the lessons from the first time this happened. from the second Lord. We're now into our third Lord, and the dance still continues. Kirk taking the other side.
Yeah.
Chaknu with the conceal, taking this Y brush.
Benny is far from his box.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Whoa!
Ruin, no one home!
Whoa.
Lord, at a third of its health. Benny spotted by Brusco, flushing him out of that brush.
Oh.
I'm offended on a 3-mar. 3-mar gonna get taken down here. He's still alive, still sucking a little bit of life out.
He's
Gleam
alive.
through. Brusco still has an immortality, holding onto that brush, recovering. Oh, I think both teams want to stay in it.
Somehow 3-mar comes out alive.
Yeah.
Somehow Kirk comes out alive. Even after that whiff coming out from 3-mar, nobody panics. Nobody overcommits with the ultimate or the battle spells. Only Fritz has to commit his flicker, as well as 3-mar. So this could be still a very good fight.
What is Benny and King
Yeah.
Kong doing?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if this is typical Benny trying
yeah,
to just
that's-
manage the waves,
This
but
is just Benny's DNA.
That's
He's like,
Benny's DNA.
I want to split.
yeah, but if he finds King Kong,
Can King Kong actually get the W over Benny? They just literally shut us.
okay.
Hi.
Oh, I think Benny knows.
Benny?
Benny
Oh!
wants it, gets the flicker. King Kong answers with the
Oh
Mountain
my
Shocker.
God.
Drops it underneath him. Huge resource spent by Onic.
King Kong! He mentally prepared for it. He knows that Benny can even go for a flicker Jeet Kune Do play or
Yeah.
a flicker ultimate play. He timed the traceless. But Benny on a good spot once again.
Oh.
Benny catches King Kong, gets away with the
Immortality.
dragon, but King Kong has an immortality. Brusco pops that conceal. They know that he doesn't have a flicker. Kark gets hit by a passive plus a rampart into the wall. Throw
Okay.
still looking for it. Lassie gets popped in the back line. Super Prince catches him. Kelra gets hit by Shadow Kill and a big knockup. Down goes Kirk. Kelra still alive, covering fire by King Kong.
Oh, what a
And
snag.
a big passive once
Oh,
more
what a
enhanced.
snag.
Attack 3-mar is down. 2 for 1 the trade. Onic has the numbers advantage. The kick from Benny pushing them back. This is going sideways. They pop the immortality. TNT retreat.
The target priority. It didn't seem too well for TNC.
In a double fighter setup, you can really feel how tanky both the teams are. Lancey being popped by Super Prince, a positive trade for Onic. All things considered.
Oh no. Brusco forces
ultimate.
out a shadow kill. Chaknu doing his darndest, almost going down. Mountain Shocker. This is looking bad. Zaida does take out Brusco, but they trade out for Chaknu. The Mamba has fallen.
Benny Cutie.
In Zaida goes Benny, looking to close off the exit. Benny hunting down members of Onic on the retreat.
Will he?
Who's he gonna find first? It's King Kong. He spots him, gets it. The knockup, looking for one more. Pops the immortality. They need one more.
Winter
the
crown.
winner crowned by King Kong.
Oh!
He gets taken out by Zaida. Shadow kill up and used already. Galra goes down. Kirk. Can Kirk survive? Gets hit by one more by Lancey. It's just Prince left.
4 members down. Could they actually just go and take out the base turret up top?
Super Prince does not have the ultimate right now or anything copied. He's alone versus 3 members of TNC. This is going to be very difficult.
Oh, are they going for it?
Minions will spawn though. Oh, they waited for the right timing so that the minions will not club together.
That's right. Here comes Brusco. Conceal, dashing out of the
my
base.
God!
A lot of damage coming in. The flicker. The throw, no, ruin. Shadow kill. Down goes Prince.
Oh!
It's a wipeout. TNC going for the base. Oh, they're going to take game 1.